At my grandfather's funeral, I slipped a phone into his clothing, and when the coffin was lowered into the ground, the phone was buried with him. That night, I sent a text message to my grandfather's phone, and when I woke up the next morning, I had received a reply. I rushed to my father and told him that Grandpa might not be dead at all, and that we had to open the coffin immediately. My father looked at me like I had lost my mind and said Grandpa had already undergone an autopsy, with even his heart removed for examination, and there was no way he could still be alive. As for the message, my father believed it was nothing more than a hacker breaking into the phone, but I knew better, because the message contained a letter code that only my grandfather and I shared, and no one else in the world could have known it. I went alone to my grandfather's grave and used my own phone to call the one buried underground. The phone rang for a long time, but no one answered. If Grandpa were truly alive and able to reply to a message, there was no reason he wouldn't answer the call. I returned to my grandfather's house. Suddenly, I realized that the message might have been his final response to me, and I felt both fear and warmth at the same time. That feeling stayed with me until the day I was surrounded at school and knocked to the ground. My body twisted into a humiliating position. That night, after returning home, I couldn't help calling my grandfather's phone again, crying as I told him everything that had happened. The next day, something unexpected occurred. I heard classmates saying that the school bully had died. What was even more unsettling was that the position in which he died was exactly the same as the way I had been knocked down the night before. I stood at a distance, watching his body being loaded into an ambulance, as his family cried in despair. I was overwhelmed with guilt, because all I had felt was injustice, and all I had done was vent my pain over the phone. Yet he was truly gone. That night, lying in bed, I called my grandfather's phone once more and said that if this really had anything to do with him, he should knock on the wall of my room. I set the phone down and waited for a long time, but there was no sound at all. Just then, the phone on my desk suddenly rang, and my entire body jolted in fear. The caller ID showed my grandfather's name. I was afraid that answering the call would lead to something unnatural, so I waited until the ringing stopped before picking up the phone. A new message appeared on the screen, and fear washed over me again. After calming myself, I carefully leaned in to read it, and once more, the screen displayed the private code shared only between my grandfather and me.